If Taiwan declares independence, Beijing will launch a war the world has never seen, one that could destroy the global economy in less than 48 hours. This isn't a theory, it's written into Chinese law. One declaration from Taipei could trigger a full-scale invasion, pull in the US Navy, collapse global tech supply chains, and, perhaps worst of all, test the limits of nuclear restraint in the Indo-Pacific. So the question isn't if China would react, but how far the world would spiral when it does. In August 2022, a single visit by US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi sparked China's largest ever military drills around Taiwan. Missiles flew over the island, fighter jets crossed the median line, global markets shook. And yet, Taiwan didn't declare independence, not even close. If just a visit caused that much chaos, what happens when Taipei formally breaks away? A war over Taiwan wouldn't stay in Asia. It would crash semiconductor markets, trigger oil price spikes, reroute global shipping, and possibly ignite World War III. The Taiwan Strait isn't just a border, it's a geopolitical fault line with nuclear powers on both sides. One wrong move, one bold declaration, and the world could go dark, literally. In 1949, the Chinese Civil War ended with a split. The communists took control of mainland China. The defeated nationalists fled to Taiwan. For over 70 years, both sides claimed to be the real China. But something changed. Taiwan became a democracy, a tech powerhouse, a unique society that sees itself as Taiwanese, not Chinese. Meanwhile, Beijing hardened its position. Taiwan is part of China, and any attempt to formalize independence would be treated as war. This isn't just ideology, it's written in China's 2005 Anti-Secession Law. On paper, Taiwan is already functionally independent. It has its own government, passport, currency, and military, but it can't say it out loud. Why? Because Taiwan is trapped in a geopolitical paradox. Declare independence and China attacks. Accept unification and Taiwan ceases to exist. Meanwhile, US forces have increased patrols in the region, and Japan has begun building missile bases on its southern islands. Inside Taiwan, the public is split. The ruling Democratic Progressive Party flirts with independence. Opposition parties push for dialogue with Beijing. And the youth? Many of them want freedom, but fear becoming the next Ukraine. Attempts at peace talks have collapsed again and again. Taiwan wants international recognition, but countries fear Beijing's economic retaliation. Meanwhile, China offers one country, two systems, the same model that collapsed in Hong Kong. And when Taiwan's leaders try to strengthen their defenses, China accuses them of provoking war. It's a lose-lose cycle. Silence equals submission. Resistance equals invasion. And the clock is ticking. Xi Jinping has tied his legacy to reunifying Taiwan, possibly by 2049, or much sooner. If Taiwan declares independence, China will almost certainly strike. Cyber attacks, blockades, missile strikes, an amphibious invasion. The US could be pulled into a full-blown war in Asia. Japan and Australia may follow. North Korea could seize the opportunity to provoke South Korea. Global tech giants like Apple and Nvidia would lose access to Taiwan's chip factories overnight. Billions of devices, from iPhones to fighter jets, depend on chips made on this one island. And if that island becomes a battlefield, the global economy collapses. Three futures remain. Scenario 1. Declaration. Taiwan declares independence. China invades. The world is forced to pick sides. A war begins. Scenario 2. Status quo. Taiwan stays silent. China delays but prepares. The tension grows year by year until a future spark ignites the fire. Scenario 3. Grand bargain. An unlikely deal. Taiwan agrees to permanent autonomy without formal independence. China saves face. The US steps back. The world breathes, for now. But in geopolitics, peace is rarely permanent. Taiwan is more than a flashpoint. It's a mirror. It reflects the limits of diplomacy, the dangers of nationalism, and the true cost of strategic ambiguity. And the next time the world asks, will Taiwan declare independence? The answer might not come from Taipei, but from Beijing. Subscribe for more breakdowns of global power shifts and what they mean for the future we all share.